or Trent, I really don't care which. I will not be your dungeon master for this evening. However, my brother Ty, also known as Lundgren Bask from our normal Forging the Onyx campaign, will be running a game for us this evening, his Mission into the Wilds. Quick summary for those of you who may not know what it is his first campaign. So that's exciting for everyone involved, including him. But beyond that, I'm having a great time, and without further ado, we're going to jump back into the voice chat, and I can do the introductions for the characters and all that good stuff that just so happens when we play D&D. Alright. I have returned.
Penis.
Alright, so, no, I don't want to minimize that. Why did it go all the way over there?
A streamer friend of mine has his bot, and they've nicknamed it Venus.
Venus.
Benis.
Venus.
Yeah.
So,
I figured.
I'm going to be writing down our character list. Let's see if I can actually remember half of them. We'll start off with Cody. Cody will be playing our Ranger Rex. And then we have Kiba Snaptusk, our lovely friend Gregory Kagamopoulos III. We have Lundgren Bask, also known as my brother Ty, as DM. We have Link's Drinks as Egon. Yeah. Since I don't have a list of things, this makes it hard to do. And Ambrose Ishva as Dimanche TV, also known as Sunday.
I'm just here.
Hey. And I'll be reprising my role as Bertrand Mausieger.
Cajun Kitty.
Cajun Kitty, also known as Cat Daddy to some. I don't know why. Pussy. That's you. All right. Well, I headed off to Ty.
Yes, okay.
Gonna do fine.
So when we last left our people, never mind. The hell with it. Okay. The party was sent down to track down the next piece of the crystal, right? I forgot the name of the town where... Oh, no, it was in the middle tower of the Towering Trio. Can you guys see the world map at all?
No. You have to drag us over.
Okay. I forgot where your ribbon was at. Okay, here's the world map.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
Okay, so we are now, whoops.
I'm just trying to decipher my notes, because for some reason Thule and Duel have the quickness, and I don't know what that means.
Towering Trio here. Okay, we'll figure it out. You all met a wizard with a bat familiar, which is how I figured out that fruit bats are actually fairly large.
Yeah.
Who led you all to the guild master in the middle of tower of the Towering Trio, who you all proceeded to rough up to get information, which he did give you, because he said the crystal was gone, his guards were imbeciles, he had arranged with Egan to get better guards with more than half a brain, only to discover that the cipher that tracks the crystal had been ripped out of his special book and probably ripped into a bunch of pieces, which he needed you to go find because he doesn't know where it is. He thinks he might know where part of it is, which is what he sent you off to find.
I remember we have to go to This Is the End.
And you went to
we have to go to the prison.
This Is the End to see if the story about a necromancer used to scare young children is more than a story or not. And yeah, that was basically it.
Okay, so I didn't forget too much. I'm glad of this.
Also, Egan and Ambrose have tall purple pointy hats.
Oh yeah, we can't forget that.
Yeah, that's right. You guys wanted the hats real bad. You didn't want gold, jewels, weapons, billions, nothing. You wanted a hat. So they arranged to get you hats because you said you wanted some, so they got you hats. That's
My
right.
man.
So yeah. And here I had all these plans about all this armor, weapons, and whatever else, and you just wanted a hat. So
To be fair,
Character wants what the character wants.
yep,
It's not up for the player to decide.
why do you
I know
want?
that. It was just interesting to me.
Why do you want a
that
leather
it came out
apron?
that way.
Because I'm a thief and I want things.
Exactly.
I can put
Saw a
other
hat,
people-
I wanted a hat.
I can put other people's things in my pockets. I will damn well do it.
The best is putting your things in other people's pockets so when the guards come, you're safe.
Yeah.
They had a thing. I didn't have a thing. Or Ambrose didn't have a thing. Ambrose wanted a thing.
All right. So I don't exactly know how we're going to do this because I didn't think very far ahead as far as transportation. Because last time you all had mentioned horses, you kind of threw me off.
Well, let's put it this way. I think we were teleported back to wherever the
Ransom.
Ra
Yes, you
Ra
were.
is.
You were teleported back to Ransom. Let's move Ambrose over this direction.
Alright, so since we're back in Ransom, Bertrand is gonna ask Egan if they can procure us some transportation, like horses, wagons, something to make it so that I don't have to walk, preferably a box.
Is there a teleportation circle around here, like what the wizards had?
There
That
are
we can
some-
partake for a price.
Tell us, there are some teleportation circles here. The closest teleportation circle I would say would be in the midst of Thule and Duel, right over here.
That explains why I said they have the quickness. Thule and Duel have the teleportation circles. Thank you for those, PT.
There are teleportation
Okay.
circles elsewhere as well, but I think that would be the closest one unless you guys wanted to go to Triticus over here.
Also, I just
But
realized you named it Full of Grease. Fulla and Grease, and I'm a little disappointed but not surprised.
Okay, fine.
I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking about. Every one of these villages is named to perfection, and I love every single one of them.
Oh, it's great.
I'm gonna head out or I'll talk to the queen, see if she has any mounts that can help us travel quickly, because this is a very sensitive issue.
Okay.
Reminder that we're doing a thing for her, so we should totally get these mounts free of charge.
Or they're a loner. Here,
Yeah, that's
use these. When you dismount this is the end, they're coming back to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
How are we supposed to get back to you then?
We'll be
She
closer to
said-
Thule and Duel.
She says she'll either send someone for you or you can find somebody in the area. If the Thule and Duel wizards would be able to help you.
All right.
She says that a couple of your number have been there before, so they should know what to do and so on. Okay, so based on that, she gets someone to lead you out to the stables where there's a set of 3 ugly birds with really long necks, and they've got wrapped. They've got wire wrappings and stuff kind of for you to hang on.
This is some
And
goddamn
they're-
ostriches.
They're red, yellow, and blue. No, they're not
Chocobo?
ostriches. They have wings. They have big
Chocobo.
enough wings to fly and so on.
I
I
kind
was
of
thinking
look at them,
pterodactyls or
look at Kiba. Are they big enough for Kiba? The Kiba
Yeah.
big.
yeah. They're
Kiba thick.
about 12 feet tall. all of them.
boy.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bird. That's a huge bird.
Yeah. Yep. Okay,
oh,
so
Bertrand's hunting aspects come on. Big bird must hunt.
big giant drumstick mud hat.
God damn it! Now I'm just imagining we're gonna be flying Big Bird through the skies. Elmo,
Okay.
where's Elmo's house?
No, I don't think that's how this works either. I have so many bad puns on the heels of that, so I shouldn't be doing that. All right.
Wait.
So,
I'm gonna commit tax fraud.
usually it would be something about illegal gambling or something of that
Oh,
nature.
you're bringing out the old stories.
All right. So after, man, I don't know how long this would take. You're quite a ways away.
Remember,
Let's say
these
it
can be
takes you-
magical animals.
I know they're magical animals. I'm just wondering how long it would take based on how big they are to get you from point A to B. All right,
Pick up
so
some arbitrary number and we'll travel it.
all right, so you're gonna take the birds, right? You're not gonna go to Thule and Duel and walk south.
No, the birds are gonna take us to as close as they can get to the person.
Oh, okay. All right, so the birds. It takes you. You guys want to do anything that you would normally do during a rest that you can do on back of a bird while bumping along?
I would just like to recall more information about said bird, as it is a favorite enemy as a beast, I think.
Oh,
And I just want to know more about the bird.
they're endangered. They're magical, and they've been mostly dead for years.
And they are the word.
Yep, and I'm gonna pass that word along to the rest of the group, just so they know too.
Oh god.
These are
Magic, you say?
these are also endangered, so hunting them would be a felony.
Well, we don't need felonies.
Or this region's equivalent of a felony.
We were already
Oh,
going.
I'm
These
to
not
are the
sheriff.
felonies.
I am a bounty hunter, and it would be costly to get me to look the other way.
That's why you recalled that information from the annals of your guild there, Rex. That's why you know.
Ah, yes, the annals of your guild.
Yes. But
All right. So the birds get you to about the T in Triticus. The first T, the big T, right here. And there we go.
Okay.
And after that, as soon as you guys all hop down, they immediately alight and fly away the other direction.
Goddamn chickens.
Be gone, bitches.
Bitches, they be gone. Well, no.
A small voice in your head says ditto, but very faintly.
Well, nah.
I think those birds were Pokemon.
What's a
What?
Pokemon?
Did you get some fever on the way here?
Is this that meta thing I've heard about before?
How did you turn into a southerner?
Oh, I did it just for the hell of that, for that one comment.
Okay.
That is not Egan's voice.
Was that some sort of breakfast cereal? Nah.
Breakfast?
Gonna come up with some kind of explanation like Kiba's people
Pokemon.
use the term Pokemon for something, but I couldn't come up with something.
Rare prey, probably. I don't know why I feel that the elephant people are predatory.
That is big enough for the entire group to eat.
Ooh, food is good. I love
Rare
it.
specimen that ought to be revered rather than hunted.
Or a rare sight that's once in a
That's
lifetime.
even better.
Bertrand just gives a
He's just
really
gonna start-
slow blink.
An animal to be revered, not eaten. Yes, that is what it is. That is canon now. Pokemon is that in Loxodon.
This world.
Fish are friends,
Egan's just gonna
not
try and get
food.
everybody to keep moving towards the.
Right.
This is the end. Oh,
All right.
Now,
I
do you think-
accidentally
are
put
there-
a salty
are
finger in
there-
my eye.
Are there roads? Is it really easy to access the prison, or is this kind of like
No.
Alcatraz,
No, this is Alcatraz, basically.
but landlocked?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Because this
landlocked
is,
around Black Fire.
this
Is
is
this-
like
Same.
bubbling tar, but it's as you come closer, it's hot. Two.
Oh. I don't like that. I don't want that in my fur.
My first thought was to try to metagame a little bit, but I'm like, no, I can't do that.
That's right, you
Alright.
can't. I'm pulling this out of the pocket dimension.
The prison pocket dimension.
Oh God!
Got him.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that to
So
my
is
And
list.
this-
why is the first one out of all of us to have a pocket or prison pocket tie?
I don't know. Anyway,
So this tar, is it in the forest, or like the forest is like done?
It has a border that it doesn't transgress. It's almost like they made an agreement, but like the grassland and so on, it's not burned up. But it is still hot.
So we're no longer in the forest.
No, you are.
May I do a local history check to see if I've heard of any way of getting through
Go
into
ahead,
the prison?
Sure.
no.
It's been abandoned for years, and it is rather easy to get into, but you can't think of it right now.
Is there anywhere that is at a heightened elevation around here, other than the prison itself?
Not really. It's pretty flat around here, and also the bubbly stuff doesn't look like it's very deep. It's just like hot and on fire.
How hot?
Let me put it this way: if you step in it, you'll be sorry.
I'm gonna try to fly up a little bit and then
Okay.
glide over it and see if the heat will, like, help keep me elevated.
Yeah, get us some chicken wings.
Thermals.
Okay. Roll me a
Using-
dex check.
Using the principle that heat causes things to rise.
Okay,
Saving throw or just normal roll?
just a normal roll. Ooh, dear. All right, so
Ooh.
as you're
Ooh.
flying above the tar, basically, let's call it what it is to make it simple for my brains, tar.
Why was it anything
Hey.
else?
An imperceptible dark hand rises up from the tar to try to grab you by the ankle.
I'm gonna
But
quickly
it
go
narrowly
back.
misses. And you land safely on the other side. Unless you do want to go back.
I'll go to the other side.
Okay, so that would
Monsieur.
land you right about here-ish. Whoops. We hold Alt to move it like that. Here.
Monsieur DM.
Yeah?
Would this be considered like some sort of swamp-esque terrain?
If swamp could be hot and on fire.
Okay.
Because it like would be bubbly, kind of like the bayou, I guess, only it would be hot.
No,
instead
I'm
of
just trying to
cold.
figure out, like, you say that there's grasslands and trees, but are the grasslands and trees in? Is it just like somebody spilled a bunch of hot tar all over the ground and just the regular life lives around it? Or is it more like it stops absolutely here and the rest of it's tar? Because I know we asked that question before, but I don't know if I understood the answer to that. Because he says this like they have an agreement. So is it
Right.
like...
Because this is like this stain,
So there-
basically, it's called.
There's nothing there but tar. There's no tall things. There's just tar. So we could technically see, given the size of it, we could see Alcatraz from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's like this is all tar, right? But
Alright.
this is grass. It's almost like a river or like a mud puddle. Only
But
it's hot
can
and
I
on
see
fire.
a road from here? There's something to get there.
No, there's no road. It would just be. It's like short grass or a lawn, basically, or weeds.
No,
It's
I
not
mean, in the
difficult
tar.
terrain. Yeah, I mean, like it won't. It's almost like a puddle or like maybe ankle deep. It doesn't obscure vision or anything.
So there's no visible way through the tar. But there's a bunch of grass-ass land around here.
Yeah, you could technically go from grassy part to grassy part if you wanted to get over there to get you close enough to the entrance. Somewhat.
So there's islands of grass in the tar.
No, there's sorts of islands of grass around the tar. See, like here, this green part, that's okay. Like this part, not. This part over here, like, is okay.
So is the tar like almost like a hard line, even though it's like squiggly, but like it just
No,
not tar,
squiggly.
tar. Well, that's what
It's
I'm saying.
squiggly
Like
for a
it goes
reason.
from not tar to tar, and there's no
Gore.
variation. It just is a hard switch from one material to the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to
And
get
everywhere
it
that's-
clear in my mind, if this tar were the ocean around Alcatraz, that's what we're dealing with. And then there's the land, which is the grass.
Yeah, the grass you can step on and be okay.
Yes, but is there any of that grass that leads to the entrance?
No, but there's grass near the entrance.
Is the prison
Okay.
and the surrounding land totally surrounded by the tar? Every single direction you could go, you will find tar.
You will find some tar.
But some places will have more than more than others, but there
mean, it's
is
not-
tar in
Oh.
every direction, correct? So it is.
Yes, it's a small amount. It's not like it's for
Everyone.
miles or anything.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to help him understand. Was like, yes, there is tar in every direction, no breaks in it until the actual edge.
I forgot this map.
It's
was
an
like-
island.
It's
Trying to describe the scale of this map in my head. I think I kind of fouled it up a tad.
Basically an island in the tar.
Yeah.
okay.
hmm
Okay, that's what I've gathered. Are there any piers that I can see?
But it's not very deep
Uh,
tar.
It's not very deep tar, but it's freaking hot.
Right, like there's no piers or anything like that. There is a stone, what do we call that? Like a stone ramp in front of the prison itself, right here.
Drawbridge.
Yeah. But it's also like permanently out. And the stones are broken and so on. The bridge looks solid, but the stones and so on are broken and messed up. And
I will-
the tar
I will-
is bubbling but not consuming the
I will
bridge itself.
reiterate my question in a way that might be a little clearer. From where we are, and in any direction that Bertrand can walk, let's say 10 to 30 minutes, is there any visible pathway to the prison of some form? Whether that's stepping stones, grass islands, something that isn't tar that my Pete's can sit on without being burned.
No. But if you could jump approximately 10 to 15 feet or get somebody to carry you, you can get on the bridge.
Okay, so the bridge isn't fully extended. It's like, okay, so we have a roadway that goes up to the front door, basically, with a ramp, and then we'd have to jump across to get onto the bridge because part of it's broken, right?
Well, sort of. There's tar here. Then we would have a ramp you've got to get on, which leads directly into the prison. There would be no tar around it after that. There's tar around the ramp itself, but it's not being consumed or anything. But from the ramp, it's directly into the prison.
All right, we're gonna.
Well,
Breathe in.
10 to 15 feet, you say?
High or
Egan
straight down?
and I believe the Loxodon could sit there and throw people across.
I was gonna say 10 to 15 feet. You can You can jump that.
Yeah.
Like a normal person
Yeah.
can jump that in a run. So I would like to run and jump that.
I'll fly over it.
Dex.
I'll also do this.
I'm just gonna fly 50 feet in the air and then glide down.
Okay. You roll me
shit.
Dex 2.
Oh, I'm doing
Okay.
saves. Fuck. My bad.
Look, I was just gonna take whichever is higher, but okay. Alright, so Bertrand lands on his feet, of course. Ambrose kind of glides right in there and
Nobody's wasting their 20s on this.
I know.
thinks he hears a bit of mumbling for some reason or other, actually.
O is drawn.
And Thatcher's alright. He doesn't hear anything. Kiva's okay. And Egan somersaults onto the bridge, finishing in a handstand. Despite the fact that he's well armored and everything else.
Egan, if you could stop being a show off and we can focus on this, thank you very much.
I don't get to show off much.
Necro.
But okay. Let's go
Okay.
inspect this
Alright.
abandoned prison.
I approach the
Okay.
door if there is such a thing.
I believe I heard a voice.
Now, did ya? What does it sound like?
Hello, it's me.
Oh no.
We've tried to reach you
Wait,
about
no, we're on
your,
the other Hello from the other side?
nah.
No,
We've tried to reach you
we've been
about
trying
your
to reach you.
about-
Arms extended warranty.
So we're on
Did
the
I-
drawbridge.
Hear anything specific or just a voice?
It's a bunch of mumbling. It sounds like a bunch of people muttering, "Get out."
Not very friendly. Get out.
That's just too goddamn
Most-
bad. We're here for a
Oh,
Most
question.
get outs are not friendly.
Oi.
There's very few inviting get outs.
I go up and I knock on the door.
The door kind of swings in and detaches from the top hinge and kind of just lays there.
Know your own strength there, huh, Bertrand?
This place has made it worse than my hometown, and that was pretty crappy. I look inside. Is there anything I can see?
See, Ambrose like seriously look like he's considering turning back.
Well, there's a prison, of course.
Okay.
So, well, it's more like an old prison, so there's cells and bloodstained bars, bloodstained flagstones, cells with manacles on the floor, on the walls. There's really, like, nobody here.
So it's the front door, and it's immediately cells.
Well, there's a small There's
Reception.
a small room, like it would be a reception room if this was like a normal place. That's about 10 feet in front of you, and it's just stone walls, basically, and a tattered carpet. That
Alright,
also
can I
says
make-
"Get out."
Can I make a perception check to see if there's been anything that's been disturbed recently?
You can.
Told you we wasted
Uh,
those 20s.
No, there's nothing that's been disturbed here at all.
As it doesn't look like anyone's been here in a hot minute.
That's unfortunate. I stepped inside.
Okay.
I
I'm
will
also
follow
gonna
him.
go inside.
So you said there's a small reception room that is essentially open to the other areas.
Right. So about 10 to 20 feet in front of you, it opens into the area with more cells and gates, bars. It's just cells down one wall and down the other, but the prison continues on.
It's a panopticon. So like, is
No.
there like a thing in the middle, or is it just an empty box with multiple floors?
It's more of a box with cells going down one side and down the other. This room is about, I don't know, 30 feet wide, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. As a bounty hunter, would I know this place was abandoned, or was this like used to be super busy and bustling?
Roll me a history check.
Okay. History is.
I'll give you advantage. In
I
matter.
need it. Same thing.
Okay. This was a prison for wanted and heinous, but you don't exactly know. The people who did actually know if the necromancer to be named later. If we do get famous, I think I'm gonna have a thing where I keep changing the necromancer's name because I absolutely cannot remember what I say it is from one stream to the next.
This is why we
Let's
write
just
them
call
down.
Write it down.
This is why we write
Leave
things
it-
down.
Lamachus Assicus.
All right. So, point of order. If anyone who's listening, if you want to be a DM, always write down the BBEG's name. Always. Major NPCs need to have their name written down. Major enemies need to have their names written down. And bop. Yeah.
I was wondering if it was in my notes. It's probably not.
It should be.
Ty,
Hmm.
go into where you can create a journal or something,
Mm-hmm.
and you can create a new journal that only you can see. Don't let anybody else see it. Put info there.
You could do what I do and just make yourself a spare server, and then make channels for notes that you have on different things.
Oh. Hmm.
Like, I have a server with probably 30 channels in it that are just different notes I want to keep for myself, or like personal crap. Notes for this server, notes for X server.
Thank you for the raid, Shield Walrus.
Okay.
We're
Pretty
just
handy.
figuring some stuff out for our
Blackmail
D&D.
material.
How are you
There
doing?
might be some of that in there.
Always
Oh
good.
dear.
Hey, I keep receipts.
Thank you for the raid.
Oh.
I
His
appreciate
black
it.
book is actually just a black Discord server.
It is literally the death note of Discord servers. But anyway, we're in a prison.
Yes.
Okay, there's cells along all the walls, and it's a box, and there's a little box that is essentially a foyer for admissions. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, my brother is, and he's having a little bit of
And
trouble, so we're
there's
helping
a-
him along.
There's a desk too, but it's really beat up.
The one you just heard speaking is my brother. That's Ty. Hi.
And so, you do. Anybody here? I know I keep asking this. Somebody here does have a passive perception equal to or greater than 15.
I do.
Okay. There's a bit of a scuffle. Not quite a scuffle, but somebody seems to be scrounging around way in the back.
I
Alright,
would like
so
to investigate.
before that, can I ask a couple baseline questions?
Such as,
Have fun.
Time of day.
oh, this is afternoon.
Okay.
Weather.
Stunning with a chance of clouds.
I was gonna say
Okay.
meatballs.
And general atmosphere of this place. Is it?
Evil.
Do we have plenty of natural lighting? Do we have? Is it just like a dark dungeon?
There is a little bit of natural lighting here and there because the stone walls in this place are cracked because it's in disrepair. But other than that, no, not really very much.
Is there fresh air, or is it like dank?
The air is somewhat musty because of that.
Okay.
I'm going to raise
Now
my
we
hand.
continue.
I'm gonna raise my hand just a little bit, like this is class. Describe all of your dungeons, all your rooms, as if you were describing them in a book, but with words. That'll give us all this information without us having to ask, and it'll give us the sense of we are there.
Yep.
Okay. I must have gone too light on it by accident.
You were giving us way too much information off the bat.
Which time?
When you kind of described everything of the, I go inside. You see the entire place. It's a big old square with a bunch of stuff on the sides, and and there's just prisons and walls and all this other stuff covered in blood. It's like, that's a weird ass prison. I've never walked into a prison and seen it immediately be storage of people.
Yeah, normally it's you walk in and there's a reception room, and that's all you see to begin with.
Yeah.
Eh,
So
Yeah.
it's
But
room at a time.
but he's learning.
Huh? Yeah.
He's learning, and
He
that's
is.
why I asked the atmospheric question, so that way it gives us an idea of
yeah,
what we're experiencing,
Oh,
and
Ty,
gives
so that
anybody who's
was-
listening
That
same.
wasn't too far then.
BT says you receive praise because this sounds hard, and yes, it is. And he's doing really well for this being his first time DMing.
Alright, so I guess I was a little confused based on that in a couple of sessions ago where I was describing too much.
You're still you're describing too much. You're giving us too much information at the front end, but you need to describe it like you're setting up a scene in a book.
Okay.
Yeah, this is group storytelling. We are writing a book together. We are in control of each individual character, major character within said book. But you are the narrator that fills in everything else.
Okay. So what can we... Okay, I already kind of suggested a bit much.
Well, as an example, when we entered, you could say something like, "It's a square. It's a stone room, sparsely decorated." Is there anything else? You give us a, "Hey, this is kind of what we're in."
Yeah.
We can auto kind of like fill in the details on our own without you having to actually give us details, and that's part of the great part of it.
Yeah.
Is because you don't have to give details because the brain wants to put those details in. You say, "Hey, it's sparsely decorated." We know, okay, there's not a lot, but we can go ahead and imagine what there is.
So
Yes.
if I say, this is a reception room, it's sparsely decorated, and it looks like it was used for storage.
That would give us the idea that
Might be a few boxes.
it's
laying around.
utilitarian
Yeah.
and somebody's used it for something beyond its original purpose.
Another thing for atmosphere is, so what do we feel? Oh, it feels evil. No, that's not that. Have you ever really felt something that is evil? I mean, we probably have, but your character would say that the air feels heavy. It makes you feel uncomfortable to be here. More of an emotional connection to the space rather than you walk in, you feel the evil. It's like you feel your skin begin to crawl as something unnatural
presses on you.
appears to be watching. You feel as if you're
Yeah.
always watched.
The cool, empty stillness of the air is filled by some thing that you think you are sensing.
Yes.
Or
Anyway.
how about
Yes.
the air feels hot and oppressive, and you feel like you'd rather not be here?
Okay, that makes an entirely
Very good.
different picture in my head because I'm imagining cold and cool, like a stone inside of a building. If this is extremely hot, because I forgot about how hot the
Tar.
the tar is, that is an entirely different feeling that I, Bertrand, have when walking into this place.
Same.
Yeah.
To the oven.
So goddamn hot in here.
Just a little bit.
So you mentioned we might have heard a scuffle at the
Scuffle.
end of something.
Somebody, I used the wrong verb. It sounds like somebody's further into the prison, moving things around.
I think I
Scubble?
hear something. It's coming from this way, and I point the direction of the sound.
May I make a perception check
You can.
to see if I can determine general? Never mind. Never mind.
That's way.
No,
Our, our
it's
rolls today.
annoying. It's coming from somewhere. You're not sure. It's no. It could just be the wind.
I'd like to lead the party towards the noise.
I'm gonna be right
Okay.
behind him because let us introduce ourselves to these.
I will
fine
be
individuals.
behind. I will kind of move Bertrand back a step and step in front of him.
Fine,
Uh,
fine.
As we're going, does it still sound like it's just moving stuff? I'm not trying to be sneaky, but I'm also not being overly loud.
It's stopped for now.
You sure there was something over here, Mr. I forget what Rex's last name is.
Thatcher.
Sure.
Mr. Thatcher? Doesn't seem as if anything is moving at this time. Perhaps you should call out to them to see if they are friendly.
Maybe we don't.
You see,
Maybe we don't.
Maybe you guys call out. I'm gonna sneak around over there.
Anybody's calling out anywhere. I'm not gonna be here.
I would like to sneak over there. Yeah, boy.
Okay.
I would like to be behind a pillar if I can.
A pillar.
Something to be hidden.
Okay. There are in between the cells on the walls, but there's also I don't know the word for that.
describe.
Mention?
Uh,
Is it a walkway?
I don't know if it would be a walkway, more like a set of railings, maybe. And about
Catwalk?
10. Yeah,
Sounds
but
like a
it's
catwalk.
not. It would be kind of like a catwalk, but it's not going down into anything. It would be like a set of handrails, about 10 feet apart. That's in the center of the whole thing. And there are also a few boxes here and there, but there aren't really pillars or anything else.
You just want something to be able to hide in, on, or around.
Try just hiding behind me. I got this shield on me.
Yeah, no. Wants to be away from the people who are screaming out into the scary, hot, weird prison place.
As you continue north, you notice the air beginning to heat up, and the mumbling is growing a little more incessant. Somebody roll me perception.
Dibs.
That was pretty good.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sure.
I mean, you can if you want. I just want to make sure if I need to describe something else for somebody else, I'll do it. Oh,
Not for me.
boy. Okay, so for any of you who rolled, I would say, well, there are only 3 of you. For those who rolled higher, 4 of you. For those who rolled higher than, say, 10,
Mm.
you can hear the voices again, but they're saying, yeah, yeah. And it's growing louder, slightly louder.
We only heard get.
Out.
out!
Okay.
Out!
Yeah, sorry.
Joke's on you. I'm already crazy.
I think that's orange is crazy.
Well, that too.
Have you met Bastion?
Bastion is more.
Slash.
For
Okay.
those of you who rolled lower
Okay.
than 12, it's just inarticulate mumbling, but it doesn't seem to be coming from anyone in the room.
I ain't worried about it then, because I don't understand it.
I puff
So-
out my hairy chest and I go. Hello.
So, what? What links?
Hello?
No.
Hello.
Aging Link's drinks.
Did I get kicked off?
No.
No,
What?
no, we still hear you.
Oh,
I didn't
What were
hear
you
anything.
what were you trying to say?
Before I rudely interrupted.
It was about how long does it look like this place has been abandoned for?
roll me a history check
Hmm.
with advantage. Number of years that's about the size of a bread box.
Right?
Hey, I had advantage. It was a 14. It was
So depending on perspective, it could be a lot or a little.
Depends on your size and how big the loaf of bread is.
Egan is a small man. Height wise.
Does he
but-
have a big appetite?
Probably.
Okay, then it's been a lot of years.
Okay. So we're just walking down here. Egan's gonna have his sword out. He's gonna go, I'm tired of all this pussyfooting about. He'll take his sword, look back to the others, go, if you wish to hide, hide now. And give them a chance to hide. Hide in some shadows or anything. Before he clangs his sword on his shield.
The shadows
Thinking
deepen
aloud.
around Bertrand a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my bow, I guess, to prepare for some enemy, because it sounds like we might be getting into a fight.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stay hidden.
I say hello.
In the shadows. Goodbye.
Just at the little.
These spirits, well, the hell they are certainly troublesome.
I don't know what you're
They
talking
are
about.
Precocious.
Why
Yeah,
is
see
it-
where-
That
does this voice sound like the spirits?
A little bit.
Why is every goddamn
sure, though.
person we meet so goddamn strange?
I'm guessing if they were gonna have a necromancer, they'd try and keep them away from the dead bodies and in a high tower.
Hmm.
makes sense. I
Necromancer
can follow
in
that.
Earth doesn't sound good.
Yeah, he's probably super buff.
Or skin and bones by now.
Say from all the deadlifting he does.
I don't want to think about what he has been boning these entire years. I just want to find out if he is in fact alive or dead, and if we have to settle this once and for all.
Hopefully we don't have to make him re-dead.
Um,
I call out to the spirit. Hey, spirit,
Yeah.
is the necromancer that was supposed to be here still here?
No, he died.
Was a very good neckmaster, was he?
Are you?
No, he wasn't. He was kind of an idiot.
Have
Also
you
went to the
seen any
thing?
other people coming in here? Sorry, Sunday. Go ahead.
I'll let you answer his first.
Oh,
Bad, sorry.
uh,
Egan's a he.
no,
It's fine.
nothing except nobody except yourselves, whoever you are.
well, who are you?
Nobody.
Who were you?
Well, I wanted to be a necromancer's apprentice, but then some things happened and he was an idiot. I learned he was dead. Some idiot took all his books, and now I'm stuck here.
Stuck here how?
Can't leave.
Hold on. Let's let Sunday had a question. And he was letting mine be answered first.
It was going to be a
Good.
snide comment.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, it was just going to be, you also been from the same school as a druid?
Which one?
Goddamn dumbass.
If you're dead, you probably didn't know him.
Are you sure?
I don't know his name. Just like he was real bad.
Oh, sounds like he sucked.
I wonder where actually all of the competent spellcasters in this realm are.
Well, not here.
I wasn't
obviously.
asking you. I was just asking the Aether, and you are definitely not the Aether.
I know.
Are you like
That's
trapped
right.
inside the walls of this place, or are you like glued somewhere?
More like glued somewhere.
Where?
Tell us where we can put you down.
You'd have to come into the room.
Okay, guide us to the room.
Yeah, just like walk straight ahead. Couple
Walk
of
straight
doors,
ahead.
couple of sets of stairs. Right ahead of you guys, there's a kind of a stone partition.
Mm-hmm.
It's about short enough for Egan to hop over. That separates this room with all the cells into another smaller room.
That is a very short wall. If he can hop over it.
I would
Apparently
like,
you can
step-
talk pretty good.
I would
You
like
pushed
to go
up
to
to put
this
the armor on.
place, but look for traps along the way and make sure I'm not
Okay.
getting played for a fool.
I do a big steppy over this little wall.
Okay.
And here we are, I guess.
In back of your cells near the entrance, you hear a slam.
So back the way we came, there's been a slam.
So you've chosen death. Again.
Are you talking to yourself?
You
You don't?
stay where you are. We are coming to you, and if there's any funny business, I will make it severely unfunny.
Are you who I think you are?
I don't know. I don't even know if you know who you think you are.
Does the voice sound familiar?
No.
Dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
That guy's weird.
You want to talk? You're stuck to a wall or something.
Yeah, we'll leave
Are
you
you
there.
sure?
I'll do it.
If not, I'll
so-
make sure you are.
Oh,
We keep going
There's a
along.
sex joke in there somewhere.
the rooms continue to get hotter despite the fact that there aren't really any cracks in this smaller room.
There's no crack in this place.
I don't know. This guy feels like he's on it.
Oh, that's probably why there's no crack in this place. God damn, it's hot in here.
And continuing to get hotter.
I actually have a legitimate question. Is the floor starting to cause like damage from the heat, or is it just ungodly humid?
It would be more like ungodly humid
Okay.
Okay.
Super musty.
because
So
the back end of the prison is smaller, but it's still surrounded by the tar stuff.
How in the hell does this place smell like gooch yet not smell like gooch?
Should have brought a mask with some birds in it.
Are you weird too?
I
No.
have no idea.
So
Who do you think I am? Some kind of weirdo?
I like to keep a little bit of mystery in a relationship. I'm sure you'll understand soon enough.
So you are
You heard
weird.
him, Beach.
All of you.
Let us just get to you. Are we getting close to him?
Yeah,
I know we have people looking for stuff.
right through a door. Over the little stone partition thing, there's another door. It's made of wood. It's actually a better construction than the one out front. Because it looks like not as many people have been back here. So it's less disturbed.
So there's
Figure
this
wait
is
for Rex before we open the door.
yeah. So it's like a nice sturdy looking door compared to every. It's like finding that nice painted black door in the middle of some random ass neighborhood,
Yep. Yep.
and it's like super out of place.
It is.
Okay. Why is it always my nose itches when I'm streaming? Just me rubbing it all the time makes it look like I have a nervous tick.
It's you. It's just you trying to grow your nose like Pinocchio.
I wish I could grow something else
You
like
just
that.
need to heat it up.
You can.
Is that what all those emails are about?
All right, so there's a black door.
Oh,
Yeah, but we're waiting on Rex to get back, aren't we, before we open it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
So there's the room around it. Is there actually a room around it, or is kind of like an open foyer?
It's a small room, but it's a stone hallway basically,
Okay.
and it has like paintings and some tapestries on it.
It's a weird ass thing for a prison, but okay. I am concerned. I am doing me a hecking concern as the cat man.
A better place to have a necromancer army than a prison.
I mean, it certainly helps with the tax write-offs. What do the pictures look like?
It's art.
I would assume so.
It depicts battles and things like fields, humans fighting orcs, orcs fighting angels.
Okay, so these are like
fields full of cows.
okay, so it's literally just anything with a picture frame around it that's just hanging around. So we've got landscapes to historical scenes to scenes of what some of us might consider fiction.
There's also a small painting of a stack of gold.
What would it take to deframe one of these to take it with me?
Oh, you want to pop the frame off the wall to take the painting with you?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a dex save.
Hey, I'm good at that one. Sort of.
As you pull the picture frame off, a jet of green gas comes out of the wall, narrowly missing hitting your face.
I feel
Don't
like
do that.
I feel like we all have a secret death wish that we're just now figuring out.
As Ambrose slowly backs away from the wall. Just like, I'm gonna hide behind that shield now.
Tar has started to drip from the painting hole that you've ripped off.
That is not the expected dripping hole I was expecting to find here, but perhaps you should put that painting back, Mr. Ishva.
I'll try to put it back.
It kind of bolts itself away from your grasp, but the narrow thread of tar is still running down the wall. It's very narrow. It's not going to flood the place or anything, but it's dripping down the wall now.
Nope, don't like that.
And the painting is not ignited. Are you messing with my art?
We can come in and mess with your junk instead. Open up.
I don't have any.
Would you like some?
Depends what kind of items you got.
Oh, we must have a different kind of communication. We would like to speak with you privately.
You have to get back here. I can't really move right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost
I
here,
think we
though.
just, like-
Just a couple more rooms.
What's your name?
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Nope,
You
you-
actually have a good question.
My name is Miles. What's your name? You sound like you're not one of the two weird ones. The others sound a little weird.
Slowly whispers in, or quietly whispers in Bertrand's ear. Was that the same guy we killed before?
Thanks back. Do not think so. I do remember it was Mr. Biggleston.
Okay, Cody's got to step out.
Pop out. Okay.
Well, Mr. Thatcher, if you could kick open the door, sure. Thwack.
Okay. He kicks open the door. And this room is an oven. Like sticking your face in a 350. Trying to get cookies out or something.
Sir, you hotboxing in here?
What's that?
Hey, Miles, do you know how to turn down the heat?
No, sorry. That came with the place.
What
Okay.
the actual goddamn.
Let's fucking finish this. If I've got to do something, well, let's
How-
do it.
Big is this room? Oh, okay.
It's narrower than the one that was before, so I would say it's a smaller hallway, about 5 feet across, like a normal house hallway. It's quite narrow, actually.
How deep?
It's about 10 feet or so to the next door in the line.
Is the door closed or open?
It's closed.
Ugh.
By this time, I probably will have taken off my duster and maybe even rolled off my my shirt, open it even more, like roll it down so that I'm essentially shirtless with a backpack on, with my coat and satchel stuff tied up into like my traveling bag. Cause it's goddamn hot in here.
And
This
Egan's just sweating.
this isn't any kind of like divine energy, is it?
Divine isn't good? No.
Good or bad?
Roll me an Arcana check.
No, it's not one of the best. I say as I roll a 22.
Nice. Okay. It's about half and half. You realize that most of the arcane or magical energy left the place, but not all of it. There's very little left of what remained, but would have been here at first. Most of it's gone.
As somebody who has a natural affinity to and against radiant and necrotic damage or energy types, I wouldn't sense either of those, would I? Just fire?
It's actually mostly fire, but it's also a bit of both, strangely enough. Just a little bit.
Oh, let's get going. If you guys are good, I'm just gonna. If everybody else is good, I'm just gonna start walking across the hallway and just say fuck it.
I'm gonna tell him to stop. Put on my gloves.
Okay.
There's also a metal door ahead of you all with bars on the top of it, like a little viewport.
Can I see past it?
Kinda.
Wait, is this through the hot hallway?
Yeah. The hot hallway ends with this door.
Does it? Never mind, I guess that's something I'd be able to tell. I can go in there and probably not hurt as much as you would.
Okay.
Puts on his gloves, wraps his cloak around him tightly, rushes through to try to open the door.
Roll me a dex save. Okay. As you do that, something triggers in the back of your mind, and you bend down just in time to avoid a jet of fire whooshing out through the bars. But it's quick. And you hear a voice say, "Sorry, is that you?"
That's me.
We're the only ones here.
What? You were the people who came here before, right?
No.
No?
Nope.
Was I imagined talking to myself then?
Depends on how
Ahead?
long you mean before. Are you talking about the two strange ones, or are you talking about someone else entirely?
No, it was the other ones. The not strange ones.
Nope, we got the strange ones with us.
He sounds kind of strange.
Do you have some water?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should probably pour it on the door then.
I swear if this is
Seemed
some
like a solid
strange
move.
kink, I'm gonna be
I'm
very
just gonna
upset.
wrap my cloak around it and try to open the handle that way.
Your cloak starts to smolder and smoke.
Okay, nope, not doing that.
Egan will toss a water skin to Ambrose.
I will pour some on the handle.
The water is absorbed by the handle, and
Interesting.
that's it. No steam, no nothing, just like drinking through a straw.
It's a sponge.
You got the water. Good, good. Okay, you're almost here.
Can you open the door for me?
No, sorry. Handle should be okay now, though.
I'll try it. Still with my gloved hand.
Still with your gloved hand, eh?
Yep.
The door bangs open as soon as you barely turn it.
Am I assaulted with more heat?
Yeah, but it's strangely not as bad. Inside the door is a very small room, almost like it's a bedroom size. It's small. There is a rocking chair with a skeleton stuck to it. The skeleton has almost like a burlap sack, almost about the size of a bag of cat food, across its lap. And there are pictures on the walls, and carpet. And
Carpets
some
are on the
books,
walls?
too. No, not carpets are on the floor, not the walls.
Okay.
Mildly.
All
And in
carpets are
mild
tapestries.
panic,
Tapestry.
Ambrose shouts back, I don't want to be over here alone.
Egan will come across.
I will also follow.
Okay. The skeleton's eyes light up when the rhythm with the words, and he says, "Oh, hi guys."
Why must all these
Bertrand?
people be like this? Hello, Mr. Miles, if I remember correctly, yes?
Yeah. And his jaw is kind of working like he's speaking, and you can hear it, but it's more like in your head, kind of, but half and half out loud and in your head, like he can't decide what he wants to do.
Does he have arms?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. So, Mr.
He's a full
Miles,
skeleton.
you are stuck here, yes. Do you want us to remove you from this room and that chair, or do you wish us to bring the chair with you?
Man, I don't know. I've been kind of attached to this chair. It has a bit of a sentimental value to me. You guys, if you want to, can just, take me out, chair and all. Just dump me somewhere. You might want to be careful, though.
Yes.
What is that
Careful.
sack for?
It was supposed to be for my studies, but the people who left me here didn't say what it was really for, and ended up sucking away my life for.
Okay, don't touch the bag. I'm
I
gonna
wouldn't do it if I were you.
I stick up my stick,
Okay.
my walking staff, and I just kind of try to push that bag out onto the floor.
The bag starts to eat the stick.
God damn it, that's mine.
And a black stain of tar appears on the end
I
of the
will-
stick and starts to smolder it.
Just tap it out against the wall. Leave my stick alone.
It's put out, but now black tar starts to thread across the walls, and the tapestries are starting to smoke now.
Egan's going to go behind the chair,
Okay.
pick it up by the back, and tilt it forward so that the bag would fall out.
Miles is now on top of the bag on the floor,
God damn it.
and he's muttering into the carpet on the floor now.
I'm gonna hook
Now-
my stick through that pelvis and into that chest cavity and start to push him off. of the
Still kinda
sack.
stuck-
Bag.
He's still kind of stuck to the bag.
God freaking damn it.
Rex is just gonna watch. Like, I don't. What?
Oh,
Maybe,
Maybe
if
we
you can
can,
test what's in the bag. Oh, sorry. Maybe if you can test what's in the bag.
Test what?
Do you know any magic?
Maybe?
Okay, can you test magic stuff?
What do you mean?
Like,
Text magic?
like, not necessarily detection, like if you don't know if an object has magic. Some
Identify?
object is magic.
The-
Yeah, he's face down, so he kind of like jostles his elbow, but it's stuck to the
Ew.
bag. He jostles his elbow. Yeah.
I grab him by the back of the skull and like lift his head up.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, thanks. That
What
works,
do you
thanks.
want us to do?
The bag is magic. I think the bag is magic. I don't know what type. It sucked me dry. I don't know. Like, don't touch it. But I don't know if I can be separate from the bag.
I mean, there's some people who like to be sucked dry, but other than this, I'm going to cast Detect Magic on the bag. Because not only does it tell me if it is magical, it tells me what the school of magic is.
Okay. Oh, that's like the cantrip you. Or
No,
like you
it's
can
not.
do-
It's an actual
ritual.
spell.
Oh, the ritual. So you need 10 minutes, right?
I am not.
Hey,
I am in a hurry, so I'm going to spend a spell slot. And I'm
Okay,
just
you
gonna.
can instantly cast it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you $10 it's necromantic.
I don't have.
somebody
I'm-
wins $5.
How?
It's part necromantic, and also
Probably necrotic.
it's like abjuration magic, or like it's not there but it is there. But since Miles seems to think it's there, it makes it real for some reason or other. And you can all see it. Like, it's not a figment of your imagination. You could have maybe touched it.
If this skeleton's bone is stuck to this goddamn bag, I swear.
Miles, how do you feel about me cutting off your legs where it's attached?
Look at you,
That's how
Nick.
you feel
Mostly
much.
dead, so maybe a toe or two would be fine.
Do you even need your body?
It's
Because we
stuck.
can just take your skull right now. We can solve all this.
That would work.
Okay. I need to say my prayers.
Are you a religious man? 'Cause I'm about to make you one. And I take out one of my carving knives.
He was a student necromancer, so take that for what you will.
I said I wanted to become a student of necromancy, and the idiot duped me. Now I'm stuck here.
So I'm just gonna take my one of my carving knives and just like pop his vertebrae so that I get his head to come off.
It rolls with surprising force out of the room.
I would have had my head. I would have had my hand on the back. You're not gonna. I'm essentially holding his head down while I separate the
Okay,
vertebrae.
you're holding the head in place while you're popping,
Mhm.
like holding a bottle while you want to pop the top with
Yeah.
the bottle opener.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a dex save.
Oh, dex save. That's the wrong one. Dexterity save.
All right.
Same thing.
You ask Egan to grab you as the Miles's head is inexorably pulling you away from the room, like it's trying to drag you with it to drag you out of the prison.
Oh. So his head's going and I'm going with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Egan's
we're
gonna
off.
just kind of grab it.
Roll me a
Egan's
strength
ex-
save, Egan.
Strength save or just straight up strength?
Strength save. All right, that works. You're able to stop Bertrand from moving, but it's kind of difficult.
This is straight out of Space Jam, only it's a head instead of a basketball.
Oh, guys, there was some colored paper. I forgot they left it.
Where?
Oh, where was it?
And stop
Yeah.
trying. And why is your head trying to go somewhere now?
I'm partially out of the chair. My head is now, anyway.
Do
I don't
not-
know. I think it was. Where was it? He's racking his brain. Hold on, he doesn't have one. He tells you to look around the room for a yellow piece of paper.
Okay, we look around.
Will someone else look for that? Because I'm a little between a rock and a hard place.
I'll look for
Egan's
it.
just kind of holding on to him.
Oh, it's
Holding
just
on.
holding
I'll look
for
for
it.
Holding on by the collar. Okay,
Egan's
somebody.
actually going to try and take the skull.
Is it a
Let's see.
perception or an investigation?
Investigation.
I don't see
Nope.
shit.
You don't see anything. There's a room. Things are in the room. Wherever the paper is, you don't know. What paper?
There's a paper? You guys are getting paper?
He starts looking at his shoe, and I'm like, "Oh, you're supposed to be looking for something else." And he's just still looking at his shoe.
I've
But
had
my
days
shoe.
like that. I've had
Yeah.
days like
I'm
that.
not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My shoe.
So I'm gonna grab the skull and hold on to it and like get in front of it
Secret tunnel.
It's
and block it from moving.
Secret tunnel.
okay. It's starting to
Bertrand
lift
can-
you off the ground, both of you.
Can you two hurry it up? This is starting to be a little bit of a pain.
I think it's freaking strong.
Goddamn. Come in here. We good. We take off a skull of a skeleton. There's sass all over the place. I'm sweating under my fur. All this bull crap is going on. No one can find a goddamn piece of paper.
I'm gonna look around since I'm facing more into the room and try and do an investigation check.
Why hasn't
See if
the
I can
Elephant
see.
Man tried?
Elephant Man. Okay.
It's the Luxodon. Looks pointedly. Elephant Man, the Luxodon. I look at him and like, what you gonna do, boy?
You want to roll investigation, Kiba? Okay. That's a good roll. I'll take pity on you.
You can see why I didn't want to roll, but
After all, you schmoes decide
Oh my
to
god.
bundle around like the Three Stooges, bundling around the room. It's starting to smolder too, by the way, because
You've cut out.
the tar that Bertrand kind of wiped on the wall has started to smolder as well, a little more. But after Kiba looks everywhere in the room, he finally finds a yellow piece of paper underneath one of the tapestries, strangely enough. And then a muffled voice comes from the skull, says, "That's it. Yeah, that's it." And Egan and Doc need to roll me a dex save.
Oh, I'm trying to pull this thing to the ground.
Okay.
I keep rolling the wrong one.
Okay.
There.
I mean,
So,
they're the same
dexterity save.
All right. So you both take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as the skull snaps away toward where Kiba is with the paper, but that it kind of crashes into the wall itself past the chair, and the bag kind of crushes him to the wall in the back.
So I get bludgeoned, you say?
Yeah, by 1 point. Yeah.
All right. Does that mean I heal too?
No, thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
And I take no damage.
I remember. Now, of course. All right.
Now, listen here, Miles. You keep moving around and fighting us like that. I will cave what's left of your body in,
Go ahead.
and then piss
I'm
all
dead.
over it.
I've been dead for years, basically. So
So
you
you
can
had
do
an
whatever
office
you
job.
want.
Does anyone
That's your
have any
paper, You
salt?
should probably leave.
I do not have salt. I have
I
alchemy
was trying
supplies.
to actually find that paper too, by the way. I thought that would get me out of here, but
But-
Um,
seemed to be okay. The bag drops away from the impact on the wall as he crawls out, because it kind of crushed him into the back wall there, and he kind of brushes himself off.
Has his
So he's
head
back
gone
into his
back
body?
onto the body?
Yeah, his head is properly back on his body. Yes.
So it tried to fly out of the room, then flew back onto
Yep.
his body. Why
Yep.
did I miss this?
He did say it.
Because yeah, it sounded like he had flown into a wall though.
With the force of having his head snap back into his body, yes. Because you were trying to pull the head off, and so on.
Okay.
And I thought you'd had the head pulled off, trying to hold on to the head about several feet away from the body, as it was trying to drag you out of the room. So,
Okay, because what I heard was I
Dude.
pop it off. If it tries to fly out the room,
right, you two
I
grabbed
space
onto
jam it.
It was
Let-
grabbing on. You were grabbing onto both of it. Kiva finds the paper. The head snaps back out of your grasp, back into the body, and with force
it flings itself into the wall. Okay.
it flings itself into the wall after attaching onto his neck again.
Okay.
Smacks him into the back wall.
Okay.
And now he's a 12-foot tall skeleton, and he's standing in front of you.
What the frick
He
did he
says,
get so big?
All right. If y'all want to kill me, you can go ahead. I think that's what those idiots were trying to hide or find. You don't want to touch this bag, though. The bag is oozing tar and so on, almost like acid. And it's
How
starting
did
to
you
eat
get
the
so
floor.
dumb?
Mr.
Oh.
Kiba, what does the paper say?
What's it say?
Nah, 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 nah.
It says something rude.
You'll also recognize this as part of the
The cipher.
code that the vice principal guy you decided to wail on said he needed to find the crystal that belongs in the towering trio.
Well, let's,
Also,
And
that
you hear a voice say, "Are you gonna kill me or not?"
You seem pretty friendly.
don't tip me. Let's get out of here before my asshole sticks to my pants even more.
You seem free to leave at least.
Okay, guys, bye.
I make my way out of this extremely warm place. Down to the
Can.
front door.
You can come back if you want. It's probably gonna be as terrible as it was before, though. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I might drop in. I'm never gonna drop in.
I heard that.
I don't care.
I know.
I do not like this place.
Can we never find a place that we actually enjoy being at? Because all of them seem to be super terrible about all this. The denizens, you just keep finding these wrong neighborhoods.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
What is it now?
You see clack, 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 clack as Miles is running towards you and kind of stumbling because he's made of bones. I forgot. Here's something that was in the room as well. I think you should have it.
Thank
I
you.
reach my hands out.
And he hands Ambrose a magic wand.
Fancy. What's it do?
I don't
Do you
know.
know?
That's why
We'll
I asked
find
you
out.
about magic. I was just a commoner. Maybe my bones have gotten big from this heat or whatever, but other than that, yeah, I don't have a clue. Sorry.
Heat making bones grow, you see.
Yeah, isn't it cool? Or hot? Or something?
It's something, alright.
Oh,
I don't know what you mean, but okay.
This man has no understanding of medicine at all.
Actually, no, I don't. Sorry.
I make my way downtown out of this hellhole.
Okay.
Doing me the same.
Yep.
I'm a jump to safety and find myself a stream to go dunk myself in.
Okay. Let's see where the
Ooh, wet
closest
cat.
one to that would be. Hold on. Let's see. Oh wait, you were still on the world map, aren't you?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
there was
we
a
haven't
wait.
had-
There
I
was
forgot I
there-
never yanked you away from there.
was there a
There
map
was
for
a
this?
map.
There was a map for this whole place.
No, there wasn't. Sorry.
Yeah,
Well, it's better that there
Okay.
wasn't and that we didn't see it, rather than there was and that we didn't see it.
I mean, fair. I would have been very angry if there was a map that this was all going through, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot to drag you to it. It's like that would have been so much easier.
Yeah, sorry. There was no map. No map.
That's better. That makes me feel a little bit better.
I can deal with there being no map.
Yes.
I
can go
forgot
north
to
of
draw. You're not
Google.
nearby any of the random lakes here, so I'm just gonna
There's
say
always
that.
little ponds.
We can go north of Thule and Duel since we have to go to Thule and Duel anyway.
Do you now?
Fortune wants to.
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
We
To
need
get our
to take it.
magical transportation back to the Towering Trio.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You want to use the teleport circle over there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And while we're on the way, I'm going to see if I can have the magical Bertrand figure out what this wand is.
Cast detect magic in a ritual.
The wand is magic.
Coolio, what kind?
Damn it, I can't remember.
Put
what
the
that
cookie
would be.
down before you speak.
No. Fight me.
Hold on. Let me Google something really quick.
Is there a use magic device in 5e?
No.
Mm-mm. Doesn't say what it is, damn it. Okay, you're not sure what school it is, but you know that it's not harmful. Like, it's not necromancy or anything.
Well, I'm going to attempt to use it off in a random direction.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Well, they give me a dud.
The wand itself kind of yanks itself in your hand around and starts pointing, not quite randomly, but you just pointed it in a random direction, right? You didn't point it at anything, just random.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the wand's
so-
yanking itself in his
No,
hand.
I knew we were
wand-
heading north by northwest, so I wouldn't have pointed it north by northwest.
Okay. So the wand kind of moves back and forth in your hand as if it wants to point to something in particular.
I will let it take my hand in that direction.
Okay, it starts pointing to members of the party in turn. Really fast.
I don't know what's happening.
I think we need to have this thing properly identified.
We definitely need to have someone who knows how to use their wand.
Quick thought.
Hmm?
Everyone tried to grab on.
I put my hand on the wand.
Okay.
I put my hand on the wand.
Are you just trying to get us to touch your hand?
Oh, that's sweet.
Maybe.
He just wants everybody touching his wand.
I could do that without you noticing.
Oh, you're into that kind of thing, are you?
Okay,
I
is
feel like
every-
I learned more
Yep.
about you in the last 5 minutes than I've learned in our entire journey as Mr. Ishmael.
I can't believe I'm saying this with context. Everybody touching the.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody needs to roll me a charisma saving.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we did a no.
Okay, we've got
7,
Oh,
8, 10,
terrible,
14.
terrible, terrible, and terrible. Okay,
What? I did the best.
I know you did, but it still
Terrible.
sucked. Terrible.
7, 8, 10, 11, 14.
Okay,
You tried your best, but no.
all right. So, this is gonna be kind of weird.
Are we body swapping? If we are, I hate
No,
this.
you're not body swapping. For God's sake, don't give me ideas.
Oh,
This is much more tame than that. All right, so
It better
somebody
be.
roll me 1d4.
Dibs.
All right, so everybody here, because you all rolled terrible, is forced to smile for 2 minutes. And somebody roll me 1d6.
All right.
You all 6. Okay, right? Yeah, I'm reading that right.
Yeah.
Okay. You all give each other 6 silver from your pockets.
Give each other money?
Yeah.
Okay.
We transfer
basically
enough
just-
money to and from each other that we don't have to actually edit our character sheets.
In this
I'm
particular
glad I'm wearing a
case,
mask.
in this particular case, because you all rolled so well, no.
I mean, someone's got to end up with more money. I'm okay with that.
Well, in this case, you don't.
How?
No.
If
No.
we all give each other six silver, if there's what?
I'm giving
Everybody
4
passes
people
silver
6
to the
silver. I'm
right.
getting 4 sets of 6 silver from. I'm getting 6 silver from 4 people. I'm netting even.
Yeah,
Yeah, it all comes out even.
Yeah. We each net even.
but
Yeah,
you realize you're somehow forced to do this.
yes, but we all end up having the same amount because if we each give each other 6
Yeah.
silver, 5 people.
I know, but I'm just saying that you could not resist.
We understand that, but we don't actually lose any money.
I know. That's because you all decided to roll terrible.
All right.
That's
Well,
why.
That was a terrible idea. No
Ah,
more ideas
face
from me.
hurts.
As I stow the watch.
So, the small it jets back into your hand.
The wand goes into his hand.
No, it places itself back into his hand calmly, not to injure him, as if it him or somebody to hang on to it, to take it
I'm-
someplace.
That was.
Oh.
How was that the least uncomfortable thing we've experienced in this entire journey?
I have no idea, but
The wand is
can we
chirping.
please get the fuck out of here? I need a damn shower.
Why is your wand chirping?
I don't know.
I smell it. Does it smell like birds?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh my god.
Why in the hell does this thing smell like birds?
It chirps louder.
What the heck?
So we travel north.
All right, so
I'm watching the bird wand.
It's not doing anything untoward.
You know how cats, when they're introduced like to a new toy or something that they really aren't sure about, are just really far away and very intently watching? That's what Bertrand's doing now, but as a 5'10" cat man.
Like, what is up? What's this new toy do? Why is it so odd?
It's like, what is this? I don't like it. It's like, I don't trust it.
Check your vibe. Bad vibe, bad vibe.
Yeah.
The hair stands up a little bit.
It doesn't. You get the sense that it doesn't want to harm you. It's just weird.
At the risk of having the entire party hate me, I'm gonna try to use it again.
Okay, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to use it?
Ambrose is not a magic user. He's just gonna like point it and try to will it to do something, whatever it's designed to do.
If an inanimate object could roll its eyes, that's the feeling you get from it.
I really feel like you should just run a 3.5 game tie.
Why? What does that have to do with this?
Because there are objects that can do that. They have a willful soul in them if they're above a 7 in the modification to their abilities.
6.
Above 6.
I think it's
Okay,
6 or above.
as if to guide you, Ambrose, the wand starts shifting again.
What do you want?
Have control of losing
It
control of your
shifts
wand.
as
Oliver.
if it's attempting to point, like it to you, then it points to Bertrand, then it points to you, then it points to Rex, then it points to you, then it points to Kiba, then it points to you, then it points to Egan, then it points to you, then it points to your brain.
Which one?
No, he said
Five.
brain, not head.
Which one?
Does Ambrose have more than one set of brains?
I don't know. He's a weird elf man. He could.
Well, I have to think about that.
He
That
has
would be-
2 spare brains, one in each of his
Not
paps.
to my knowledge, but
That would be something interesting because I said I would subvert the expectations of D&D. So if that includes making it so the character's brain, I'm all for what that can cause.
I mean, I'm like twice as smart now.
No,
Don't push your luck.
they didn't. They didn't grow 3 times as large after you learn the meaning of Christmas.
Brain could be timed as large, bursting his skull. It's all over.
That's just called
Fluid
concussion.
retention.
Brain pressure. I forget the term. Anyway,
Intracranial
Well,
pressure, yeah. Alright, you guys are headed north. The
yeah, I
wand
was
seems to
gonna
have
say,
calmed down
Ambrose,
now.
Let's just wait until we get to town.
find some unsuspecting person to use it on.
Okay.
I mean, you're just as unsuspecting as they would be.
My face already hurts. Let's use it on somebody else.
Alright, so there are guards. I kind of wanted this to be like on top of a hill, or not really a mountain, but a small mountain. So there's like one kind of teleport circle in the center here that you know is there if you've been there before, which I believe at least one of you. And there's another smaller one that's guarded right in the middle of these wavy things.
You guys want to hit up the town first, or just get back to the?
To be honest, I could use a
Towers.
drink before talking to the Countess.
I have to agree.
You know, with some of that old
Beer
liquid.
sounds good.
Drink solid route.
We must stay hydrated in these hot times. I did work up quite a thirst when we were in that prison.
I don't think I can handle it again without a little
The
bit of
hot,
social
sweaty
lubrication.
Let us. Egan will just start getting in front of him. And goes to the pub.
I will have put my shirt back on so that only the chest hair down to the middle of my chest is exposed instead of me being shirtless.
Okay, so you guys going to this one in the midst, the teleport circle in the midst of these two areas, or the one at the base? Right
We're
here?
going to.
We're going to a
the town.
bar.
We're going into Thule, and we're going to either. Do we want to use Thule or Duel? Duel would be a little bit closer to us, I think.
Duel is
bar
closer.
crawl. 'Cause we're gonna need it.
We're going to Duel.
Okay. So you guys make it over to Duel, and you see that it's a tower. Because those of you who have been here before know that this town is inhabited by wizards.
Do they have
I'm going
pointy
to
They
hats?
do my
have-
best to hide the wand.
Do they have a pub?
Yeah, they're not teetotalers.
Oh, thank
God, that
God.
would suck.
It would. I think I would have to tear the tower down by
I mean, I
hand.
kind of am.
I meant in the game.
Never
Oh.
mind you.
So he's
Alright,
gonna lead
so-
everybody to a bar, to a
Alright,
pub,
this...
anywhere for alcohol, and buy the first round.
Okay. anywhere for alcohol.
I
And you
mean,
buy
we
the
did all
first
just give each other a lot of money. I'm not paying anymore for you guys to drink.
All right, so you go to Duel, and inside the bar, this is a bar. There are some wooden benches to sit on. There's a barkeep in a yellow pointy hat cleaning some glasses. There's also, patrons. They all look kind of wizardy.
So you tell me the bartender is getting up a good polish for his wares.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. When he sees you, he puts the cloth away.
Okay.
And then he just casts prestidigitation on all the glassware.
I
there's
cast
nothing
beer
wrong with doing it
spray.
by hand.
Not poison spray. Who said poison
No,
spray?
I said I cast beer spray.
I mean, it is poison.
Okay.
This is Magic Town. You get a drink from the beer hose.
That's my line. He cleans it up. That's my line. That's how we do things here. That's 5 silver for you, kind sir.
I pray the
Also
man-
realize that everybody in this bar is an orc.
That's strange. 5 silver for beer, you said?
5 silver for all of you. No, wait. You're a mouse jaeger, right?
Perhaps. You know any other brown-looking catfolk around?
Yeah. But they didn't come here for years. You don't come by here. At Thule, they were looking to see you.
That seems very racist, but I will take interest in who's looking for me.
And he names the leader of the wizard tower over there.
Oh, and what is his name?
Oh, you know his name. You've done quite a lot of business with him before. So much business, in fact, that you have a standing appointment over there whenever you town apply because you need to get us some special deliveries almost every time you're here, as if it's planned. Or each time you're in town.
Basically, he's telling you make up a name for him yourself.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm gonna make up a name eventually.
Wizard Chingadera. At your service.
No.
With his friend
No.
Nani Nani.
He gets
Pemblebert.
here. I thought I'm gonna have to look over my notes because I thought I named them both as far as that goes. But anyway.
His
All
friend
right,
Thimble
so
and Bimble.
no.
It is now officially Pemblebert.
No.
My name is Dr. Pimple Pop.
That's as bad
Dr.
as
Barrington.
Dr. Kill Patient.
Dr. Sung Ting Wong.
If you could see my face right now.
You could see mine for this entire session.
Take a
Well,
few
I
steps. I'm
can't.
pretty sure you could.
You're not here.
Yes, I am. I'm at the same
A
goddamn
fertility
house.
specialist named Dr. Cream of some young guy.
No, it's Dr. Proctor.
Okay,
I'll
so
get to the bottom of you very quickly.
it sounds like since he knows who you are, he's gonna cast beer spray into some glasses and get you all
All free beer. Wow, thank you.
one mug of free beer.
Mm.
And plan on drinking more.
Ethan's just gonna down it.
I
If you
will.
plan on drinking anymore, you'll have to pay.
I will lick my whiskery chops and down this in one gulp.
Rex is just gonna put the beak of his mask in it, and pretend like he's drinking.
Why is that adorable?
You know, if you don't want to drink, you can just say so.
I'm sure
you
Ian
don't
will
wanna
drink
drink
it
it?
for you.
I'll drink
Pull the
it.
beak out, whip across, look at him, making sure to sling beer as he does it. I'm drinking.
If you say so.
Cody,
Speak
BT
back to that.
says she loves the you putting your bird mask in your beer.
Aw. That was BT. That's what BT
Yeah.
put down as well. Duh.
Okay. So
Oh,
you've all finished your beers.
I
I'll
just
keep going.
I just imagine
Deegan's
a
gonna
little.
put down. Go ahead.
I just imagine like a little beer mustache on the end of the mask
Yeah.
with a little foam.
Like a foam cone around the end of it.
You've got a mustache. I know. It's
I can
real.
just picture the art in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
We could draw some beer foam on a plague doctor mask.
So it sounds like you have a friend in the other town.
It does. I should go say hello to my good friend.
You should probably bring your friends.
Is he a wizard?
I would assume
Yes.
so.
A wizard.
You should know. Oh, sorry. He looks at you. You're not magical, are you?
Some people have called me special in the past, and I can
Oh.
assure you, I
was
am
talking to the-
magical.
I was talking to the elf. Sorry.
Other
Oh,
than like connection through blood? No, not really.
blood, you
really.
say. I
And
put
he
my arm
explains-
around him.
What?
Blood, you say? I put my arm around him.
The barkeep laughs. Yeah, you are that. Definitely a mouse Jaeger. Okay.
I believe you've already had your feel.
My feel. I certainly have not had enough hands-on time with you in order to have my feel. But if you're talking about having a small bit of your blood already, I do believe I
In
have.
your precise voice, he repeats back what he had said,
Ah,
like- down to the mannerisms and everything.
Okay, so the orc also explains to you that because you're not magic very much, you probably don't know this, but everybody in Thule and Duel is an orc wizard.
Orc, you said I didn't say banana.
In an attempt to have a slight superiority complex in Celestial, he's going to mutter, "That sounds counterintuitive."
And Celestial the orc replies, "I know it is," and rolls his eyes.
Virginia just starts massaging his eyebrows. Whatever the
His
hell that
eyebrows
is.
are blue, by the way.
His what?
His eyebrows. The barkeep's eyebrows are blue.
Oh, is one of those places. Okay.
Well, I believe we should be off.
I do concur.
Where are you
I haven't
going?
finished my beer
Well,
yet.
Let the man finish his beer.
Alright, fine. I'll have myself a smoke then.
Here's a
It's free
question.
beer.
I have a question for the Luxodon among us. Do you suck it up through your trunk and then put it into your mouth?
Maybe.
Oh, that would hurt so bad.
What?
Ah. It's like burping soda up your nose.
This reminds me of the time I saw the guy spew whiskey out of his nose.
Oh, that would hurt
Oh,
too.
Oh,
Oh.
that burns.
From the amount of expletives he used, I'm sure it did.
I
Hang
imagine
on,
that would
let me
burn
just
terribly.
smell my whiskey real quick.
put a drop in your nose, Hawk. Dip your finger in and then just put a drop right inside your nose.
Okay, alright, it's like halfway down. My finger ain't that long. Hang on.
Stick
Dip
your
your
finger
finger
in to block
in it
it,
and
and
then-
then
Stick your finger up your nose. Is he doing it? Oh shit, he's doing it.
Wait.
Is he actually doing it?
Hang
I'm
on.
gonna clip it.
I'm waiting. I'm watching, waiting.
Hang on. Hang on. We don't want it for a little bit.
Yes, BT, be ready to clip.
Clip it real good.
Actually, does not burn that much at all. Yeah,
You
you
can
get
get very far
Because
in.
how against it you were. Ah!
Yeah, no. Not much of anything. What the hell?
Does your rooms does it make?
Now we
your
just
room
got
smell
you picking
better,
your nose on camera.
I've done it before. I've done worse, actually. Like, there's like maybe a slight amount of discomfort the farther I put it in, but it's not like it actually works.
Can you think about spewing a full-on swig of just straight whiskey out of your nose?
What happens if I want gay whiskey?
Well, I don't know how to help you.
I mean, in that case, it's
you
not
put
coming out;
glitter
it's
into it.
going in.
Oh, glitter is a devil.
Yeah, but you put a little bit of glitter in the whiskey.
I finished my beer.
Glitzy?
What are the beers served in?
It's a tankard.
Why did I just suddenly
Okay.
imagine like squirt bottles, like at some sort of rave, where it's just like.
It's not a squirt bottle. It's not a spritzer either.
He takes the whole beer in his trunk and then drinks it.
Okay. The barkeep nods. But to say, okay, the stories are true. Okay.
Okay.
Well, should we go see your friend Bertrand?
We probably should. Mr. Egan, Mr. Thatcher, Mr. Ishva, Luxodon.
Mr. Luxodon.
Kiba. Mr. Kiba. Okay, now there's a little bit more discomfort. But it's not as much as I expected. You know, I expected it to burn like the.
Oh shit. Yeah, you know your nose, inside of your nose can actually absorb alcohol.
I believe the three most absorptive places in your body are your eyelids, or underneath your eyelids.
I'm not putting it there.
underneath- and your anus.
Yep.
I'm not
rectum.
butt
What you're
chugging
saying
Southern
is
Comfort.
he should put alcohol in his eyes and his butt.
I am not butt chugging Southern Comfort.
Oh,
No, what you do is you get a little
I think you do, which is not the place.
syringe without a needle,
So turkey
and then
baster.
squirt it in. Yeah, turkey based.
No,
Okay.
I really don't suggest putting it in your eyelids though.
no, I'm not doing that. I'm not that much of an idiot. I just put Southern Comfort up my nose, a little bit, but I'm not that much of an idiot.
Oh,
Anyway, so I'll make my way downtown, walking fast.
And
To
as you
the-
guys are walking to Thule to see the wizard, unless anybody has anything else planned, that's where I'd like to close it.
Okay.
I'm gonna forget
That
about the
works.
wand. I was gonna ask about the wand.
You can ask about the wand next time because I'm sure they'll know something about it.
Write it down.
They're wizards. Hold on, I'll write the word wand. And write down some stuff. It was 1D, 1D4, and 1D6.
the sassy one.
Bum, bum.
I mean, it is kind of a sassy wand.
Yes,
You know,
queen.
Ambrose can now say he's had 5 people touching his wand at once.
True.
And not
And that
one of
you were
them.
one of them. And that they all happily accepted the proposition.
Whatever will we do?
Well, if that ends it out,
Mhm.
if I remember correctly, is //raid.
for y'all ready.
Labia.
We're gonna end our little. We're gonna end our little adventure. There. Now, without further ado, we will catch you next time.
Yes.
Penis. Penis.
In time.
N is
10:15.